Well, everyone, today's video is going to be a bit of a somber one. Today we are in Mount Sinai Memorial Park and Mortuaries. It's in Los Angeles, California. I also want to mention that it is a cemetery for Jewish people. And I'm out here to pay my respect to an actor and comedian legend, Bob Saget. Now, Bob Saget is notably known for his role in Full House, and he also hosted a show called America's Funniest Home Videos, which I like to call the first YouTube, because essentially it was just a bunch of random videos that entertained us. And because of Bob Saget's sudden death, the man was 65 years old. Way too early for him to pass away. And the Orange County Orlando Police Department says that there was no drug use and no foul play. He was on tour. He was on a comedy tour, found dead in his hotel. They sent the police there because the family members were trying to get a hold of Bob Saget and they couldn't get a hold of him. So they called the authorities, and sure enough, they went to his hotel room and he was found dead. I was watching a show. I don't know what it was. It was an interview with Bob Saget. And in the interview, Bob Saget started saying jokes, but they weren't the same jokes that you would think, you know, the persona that Bob Saget has always given off, the fatherly persona on TV. These weren't those jokes. This was more of what they call blue comedy or blue material. And I was shocked. And I was blown away by the things that he was saying. These were things that I had never thought before. Like I said, Bob Saget was never really on my radar. I knew of him, but I didn't really know him until this interview. And because I like raunchy humor, Bob Saget has, ever since then, has been on my radar. And it was interesting that Bob Saget was able to balance those almost two careers in a way. He had his TV persona, fatherly-like humor, and then he had his more, let's say, colorful humor through his stand-up. Now, how he balanced that, I don't know. But I think only Bob Saget was able to do something along the line of that during his career. Bob Saget keeps getting more and more interesting. He had an older sister. Her name was Gay, and she had a rare autoimmune disease. It's called scleroderma, and it's ultimately what did his sister in. Now, like Bob Saget, she is also buried here in this cemetery. Now, she is not too far down. She is buried over here, actually, by her father and her mother. Now, the real touching thing about Bob Saget is, well, he was really crushed by losing his sister to this autoimmune disease, scleroderma, and I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. He, like I said, was torn up by that, and he also says that him and all the family that were around at that time were in the room as they basically saw his sister's last breath. His sister was 47. This was 1994 when she passed away. Now, Bob Saget made it his part of his career choice to raise money for scleroderma. There was not a whole lot of medicine that could help out people with this problem. Now, Bob Saget took to the stage with a lot of his friends, and they raised over $26 million. Now, because of that money raised and more awareness to this terrible autoimmune disease, nowadays they have better medication and more awareness. I'm also going to leave down below a very touching interview with Bob Saget. Check it out because there's some revealing things in it, and he talks about his sister in that, and it's beautiful. It's just really beautiful. He will never be forgotten. I hope we can all learn a lesson from his passing, and that is love your loved ones, people, because you never know. You just do not know when your time or your loved one's time is gonna happen. And also, guys, if you do feel a little down about Bob Saget's passing, I don't want to leave you guys like that. So if you want a little cheering up, and we all need it sometimes, check this video out over here. I think this video will probably cheer you up. And rest in power. And rest in power, Bob Saget. You will not be forgotten. All right, guys, until next time.